I'm not too sure if I'm late or not, to be honest. I did put something on the community tab. I need to get my slippers on before I can get going. My mum gave me these really nice slippers. She's barely worn them. They're just a bit too big for me because my slippers, that she bought me a couple of years ago, they had we got them from Primark. They were Disney. Of course, they have to be Disney, don't they? Of course, they've got to be Disney, sorry. And yeah, there was velour. They had like a gold trim, and then they had like gold, like black and gold Mickey Mouse. And I went to put them on the other day. It was actually on Sunday after that last live. And I went to put it on, and part of the bottom came out. So that wasn't pleasant. And I was so sad because they were my favourite slippers. In fact, my only slippers. So she gave me these until I can buy some new ones. She doesn't want them back or anything. I can't get my foot in this left foot. Okay, boots is on. So they feel a bit like Ugg boots. Really, really pretty. Really pretty colour as well. Hey Lisa, you're here. Should you not be sleeping? So I used this one on Sunday, and I think I'm going to get rid of it. In fact, I might just get rid of the whole Revolution Soft collection. I wanted to keep them all. They're alright, but I use these three up here. And do you know how the cream, like if you've got this palette, they're creamy when you first get them. They don't feel as creamy, but when I used this one, the previous Sunday, that was really nice, and it looked nice on the lids. I don't want to keep an eyeshadow for one palette, so I don't think I'll be passing it on to my mum either, because I don't feel like the quality's there anymore. Morag, hi, how are you? What time is it there? I'm getting mixed up at the moment, Lisa, with all this daylight savings going on. Let me just move some crap from here. Put it in there. Right, let's get going. I think, no, we won't do that yet. I'm going to put some of this on, I think. I always struggle on lives. It's like, what am I doing first? I'm feeling really hot as well. I don't know what's going on, but not feeling my best. It's just my throat. Well, for now it is anyway. So if that dips in and out, you'll have to excuse that. But I've got some water just by the side of me anyway. Right. Then, yeah, this is where this one comes in now. This is what you sent me, Morag. I've just put it in a different bottle. It's that Forever... no, I Heart Revolution. No, it wasn't I Heart Revolution. It was that new one, wasn't it? Revolution Relive or something. That pore minimising spray. So I put it in here because it really does shake it up well because of the bubble that's in it. And I want to use it up. So let's get rid of some pores. What? It smells really, really nice. I'm going to have to wait for that to dry now. Oh, 4:30 a.m. You're going to be struggling in work, Lisa. I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep today. And because I've slept most of the afternoon away because I've not been feeling very well. And I'm going to go to my mum's for a bit. Then I've got to do the test, this practice test for this job. And then last night, well, it wasn't last night, it was early hours this morning. I was up till 3:30 trying to improve on my CV, because this course that I'm going to says, have told us, like, try and make improvements on your CV on what we've discussed. So we discussed on how to do that, you know, what good skills are to have for that particular job that I'm going to be applying for. So I tried doing that. It's 4 pages long. Well, it's not now, you know, it's 3 pages long. And I spoke to the tutor this morning, really, well, not even this morning, this afternoon, really worked up. And she said, Andrea, I know you're really worried about it being so long, the CV, but it's relevant. It's all relevant to what you're going to be applying for. So I am kind of, you know, I feel like we should keep it as it is. Do I need any pore minimiser? Like I think I do. It's just because I'm used to putting it on. So what I've done, like in your personal summary, I've put a bit more on, and then I've also added to your skills, because I feel like you've got more skill than you've actually put on your CV. You're not really singing your own praises, which I don't like to do that anyway. I'm not a bragger. Not a bragger. I'm just going to put some of this under the eye area first. And she said, I'll have a word with one of the other tutors. So she sent her the same email and just said, if you can come up with anything to help Andrea. Well, they call me Andy. We'd much appreciate it. She's worried about it. But the fact that it's 3 pages now and not 4, you know, I'm 46 years old. Of course I'm going to have work history there. And to be honest, if I hadn't taken so much time off when I was looking after my mum, I feel like I'd have more work history there. So I'm hoping, now that it's been looked at by these people are professionals, that I'll start to get interviews. Because I really, just being honest, I really don't know what I'll do if I don't. So yeah, that's that. You need to fake it until you make it. I used to be able to do that, but now my social anxiety gets in the way, Morag. Telling me I'm not good enough. I'm going to go in. Oh, should have put this on. We're going to have to leave this for today, because that normally goes on first as kind of a moisturiser. So we'll leave that for today. Put this one on though. So this one is just the Becca backlighting filter. And I just feel like I'm not getting through it, you know. I use it every day and I've still got all that to go. And then I tried to apply for a job this evening. I'd worked for the company before, but you can't just send CVs off anymore. What you have to do is go onto the, well, no, you go to Indeed, and then they take you to their own, like, portal, you know, like their own website, and that's where you apply. So I wanted to register. I tried this 3 times and it didn't work either time. Wanted to register, uploaded my CV, and it said that they already had my CV. I don't know whether it's because I've worked there in the past, so it's showing as they've got my CV on their system. If that's the case, then that's pretty shit, because what are they saying, that a person can't apply for a job more than once? I mean, I worked there, my mum got sick, I had to leave because of that, and then I went back and I got sick, so yeah, I was in hospital 4 days, and I was in training at the time, so they couldn't really catch me up. You know, 4 days is a long time from a 2-week training session. So yeah, that was that. And they did say I could go back if I wanted to. And I just messaged someone, like, it came up live chat. I just messaged someone and said, is there someone I can contact directly, because I'm just not being able to put my CV on this website you've got. I mean, either there's something wrong with it, or it's because my CV's already on the database. So yeah, I think it's like, for me, it's definitely been an age thing. As I've got older and as I've been out of work, my self-esteem is pretty darn low. It's like, it couldn't get any lower. It's like ground level on the floor, and my confidence is there as well. And I think that's why she wanted to help me out, the tutor. When I was there on Monday, I stayed after class, and I was quite upset. You know, it was a bit embarrassing because there was another student there, and she was like, the tutor was there. I was here on this side, and then there was another student here, and I just said, you know, I'm feeling very defeated from the CV. And she looked at the CV and she said, it's the CV, Andrea. We need to jazz that CV up and sing about you, you know. So yeah. That's basically what they did. I mean, the one CV that I used was a good CV anyway. I don't know why I stopped using it. I went to this place and they told me to stop using it, so I did. I was going to use my Wet n Wild, but I think I want to use this. I've not used it in a while, especially not in a live. So it's the Sharon C by Uma Beauty Flawless IRL Skin Perfecting Foundation. It just looks like that. It's in the shade White Pearl. Right. So, no, I mean, there's no option, Lisa. And to be honest, I've not registered with the company online, so they shouldn't have anything of mine there. And you would think after a certain amount of years they'd just get rid of it anyway. So I'm waiting for them to get back to me to tell me what's going on. Like, I'm hoping it's just a glitch in their system. Because my CV, they won't have the updated version. Because it's only just been updated. Oh, thanks, Morag. I've had quite a few people say that, but like subscribers and whatnot. But it just never happens. It's soul destroying is what it is. And there's no doubt it's affecting, or, I mean, yeah, would I say it's starting to affect? I'd say it's affected quite a while ago, my mental health. But I put a video out on TikTok today, just about the course, and it will go on Instagram eventually. I don't know when. I might put it out tonight. And basically it was about me being at the course on Monday. I didn't go today because I think the teachers were in some kind of meetings, and tomorrow it's only half day, which is good. So yeah, basically on Monday I was showing the inside, because it's in a hotel. I was showing the inside of the hotel, and I've actually stayed at that hotel, but they've refurbed it. It's really, really nice. And I felt like Lady Muck. You know, I've not been in a hotel for so long. So, you know, I took my lunch, got to eat my lunch in a nice little booth, and just chilled out by myself. I'm definitely a loner. In class, though, I was speaking to a couple of girls that were on my table. But then when I go tomorrow, I'm going to have to sit at the front. I couldn't see a darn thing. So the tutor was asking me questions, and I didn't want to say, I can't see the projector. So I'll be sitting at the front tomorrow. Look at the glow. There's normally a bit more of a glow than that from the sunscreen. So, you know, even if I don't get work through this company, you get a qualification at the end of it. You get a customer service qualification at the end of it. And I feel like I'm just going to spray some of this onto the sponge. This Face Facts Vitamin C Facial Mist. I feel like that'd be really good anyway. At least it looks like I'm doing something. But anyway, I was going on talking about this woman, wasn't I? She messaged me on one of my videos. And she said, have you ever thought about doing volunteering? And I said, as it goes, I have. But they don't like it. At the job centre, they just don't like it. I spoke to my work coach, and she said, well, you wouldn't be able to do that long term. No one's asking to do it long term, and I could actually do it in my own time. You know, I could just do it weekends, if that's what I wanted to do, without it impacting work. I really like that glow. So anyway, yeah, I said to the woman I was talking to on Instagram, I said, if this doesn't work out for me, I'll definitely be trying to look into volunteering. I'm just opening it without even showing it to you. So this is the Becca, what's it called? Under Eye Brightening Corrector. Because I didn't pull out a concealer in my Shop My Stash. I'm just using this at the moment, which is really nice. Apparently they've got a dupe for this in Revolution, because you can still get it, but on Smashbox website. And I don't think it's nice enough for me to repurchase, and it's expensive. I got this from TK Maxx. So that's that done. This is I've nearly finished that one as well, so I'll be glad if by the next Shop My Stash, I don't think I will have finished this, but definitely if I can finish this. Right, let's get some powder on. So I use this one under the eyes. Oh great, I think my you know, my light on my tripod, I think it's going. It's kind of flickering a bit. I do not want to have to buy one of those this month. This month's been expensive enough as it is. Yeah, so this is the Fenty Beauty in the shade Butter. Oh, it smells stunning. Right, and then the rest of the face, I'm using the Revolution Peach Powder. I was watching this woman's Shop My Stash video today. I used to watch her all the time. Accessorize Your Life, Julia. But I hadn't watched her in a while. And she was, I don't know what shade it was, I'll have to ask her. But do you know, I'm really into pink blush at the moment. She had a Huda Beauty one. And as far as I was aware, I didn't think Huda Beauty had pink blushes. Do you know those glowish ones? I thought they was all orange, peach leaning. So you'll have to let me know if you know if they do a pink one. It did say on there was berry and cherry, but I would think that they were a little bit darker than what I was seeing on her channel. And yeah, it could be lighting, but you look beautiful. I'm like, no more pink blush. Right, so that's both of the powders on. Now it's time for bronzer. I don't even know what palette I'm using. I really don't. Use the Saints, Angels, Sinners one again. Guys, in Sunday's live, I hit pan on this beast. Only a little bit. Can you see? You can see that, can't you? I know, me and pink blushes. It's going to get to the point where there's no room for orange, for warm tone blushes. I want to keep some of them. Right, where's a brush? I want to keep some of them because I'll probably go back to them. And obviously when I'm doing warm toned looks, I'm going to need warm tone blushes. I know, right? That bronzer you've got, that Marc Jacobs one, Lisa, what are the grams that you're getting in that? Because I feel like that's the same size. And I don't even feel like it. It was always a case of I'm going to hit pan on this soon because you can see like the 4 little dots here. Let's turn it down a bit. I'll try and show you better. You can see like here. So it was always a case of I'm going to hit pan on that soon. And leave the lighting like this. We love our blushes. Too right, Morag. I need to go and see if they do a pink one. God help me if they do. That'll be coming on with me. Not for a while. But I always said when I get to that 6-month mark, I can treat myself to something. I know I'm on a no-buy, and I know I bought the foundation already, but I put an extra day onto the no-buy. So, and then it will still be a year, so it's not like I'm going over the year. And it's 6 months in May since I started that no-buy. I started it on, I bought something on November the 17th, and that was the Hourglass Jellyfish palette. Then I didn't buy anything till last month, April. That was just a £5 foundation. I mean, I bought stuff like this, but I don't consider this makeup, you know, it's skincare. So it kind of like goes in a one in, one out thing. But yeah, I mean, although it is a purchase, I don't consider it as breaking my no-buy because it's not part of my no-buy. Oh, you've hit pan on it as well? I didn't realise. I remember you saying it's gonna, like, it's taking ages. How long have I had it? I don't even know how long I've had this. Right, let me tell you, if I can. All the writing's worn off. Oh, wait. This one is 15 grams. That's way more than you get in a normal bronzer. I want to say you get about 10 grams in a normal one. Right, so that's... I don't like my bronzer to be too kind of prominent on my face because I've got such fair skin. I need to blend that out. I've got such fair skin, haven't I? You know, I don't want to look like I've been tangoed. Or fanted. Fanted. Hi, Louise. You can't find me on Instagram? It's Makeup and More with Andy, isn't it? Isn't it, ladies? I'm sure. I'm sure that's my username on Instagram. If you can't find me on my actual profile, my Instagram is on there as well, so you just need to click the link. Right, blusher. What am I using? Let me check what I'm doing actually first, because I need to figure out what blush I want to wear. This one's quite warm. I was going to use the Patrick Tar. I used that on Sunday, I'm almost sure I did. So this one that Naomi gifted me is quite warm. This Clinique one. So this one is Topaz Pop. And it's a Cheek Pop Pearl. So just run this through the colour switch. Found you, followed you. Thank you, Louise. I'll have a look later. So that's that. I just absolutely freaking love these. Look at it. You don't need much. So how's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling? Yeah, it is, isn't it? I don't really use it a lot. There was another one Naomi sent to me, and I remember when she sent them to me, I didn't think this colour suited me, but I'm coming out of that kind of peach leaning family now. And yeah, it's really warm, but it's nice. I think it goes with my hair colour. Yeah, that's blended in enough as well. I got told off the other day for blending everything out with my Olivia Hale brush. I'm like, makeup's subjective, hun. Oh, highlighter. I think I'll use this Essence one, because I don't know whether I want to keep it or pass it on. So it's the Essence Choose Your Glow. Everyone raves about them though, so I'm kind of like, do I keep it for that reason? But it's not what everyone likes, I like, and what people don't really like, I tend to like. So we've got 3 highlighters here. I might go in with this one and this one. When I used it, so we've got Major Glow and Candlelit Glow. This one here is too dark. When I used it the other day, I was like, that's nice. See, look at the glow you get from it. I'll blend it out in a minute. I think my issue is at the moment I'm overwhelmed with everything in my collection, and I just don't know what to declutter. I don't want to do a declutter, and I don't want to declutter for the sake of decluttering like a mad woman. But yeah, it's like, what am I to do? Yeah, did you get them from Home Bargains, Morag? I saw one of these the other day in Home Bargains, and I'm like, I need to get a second one. I don't know how much it is now. Probably be a bit more expensive. And then I saw a set of brushes, not Olivia Hale ones, in a packet, and I'm like, they were only $2.99. I'm like, there would be amazing backup brushes, you know, because I'm not great at washing brushes, I'm ashamed to say. I like that. I like that glow. I can see it more on this side, I think. So I thought about getting them. I even picked them up and then I put them back. I'm like, no, it's all right. You're good, Andy. You're good for brushes. I think I paid £1.99 for mine, my Olivia hairbrush. You went back for another. I'm not surprised you went back for another. Let's do the brows. They're probably about $2.99, $3.99 now, because the company will be like, oh, well, we can get so much money for these. Like this. I want this. I want another one, because it's like down here now, like just here. I can't get it. Primark have stopped selling it. On eBay, it's there, ready for the taking. It's £15. So £4 primer, guys. It's like, yeah, in what universe, in what planet is anyone going to buy that? When for a bit extra you can get Benefit, you know, because that's what it's a dupe of. Right, so I'm gonna use that. It's a Smashbox Photo Op Eyeshadow Trio. I'm not showing you the progress because there is progress there. You'll get to see it when I do my Project Pan update. Right, I'm gonna have to do this in the mirror though. Yeah, normally they're alright though, Lisa. I mean, like that Revlon lipstick I sent you, do you know that L'Oreal Worth It one? That was really inexpensive. More inexpensive than Boots. I don't even think they do it in Boots. So it just depends what you're buying off of there. My fringe is in my way. So I'm not paying it. I love it. And if I went to a different Primark in, say, in Blackpool or Manchester, I would get at least 2 more. But I don't think Primark are doing it, because I checked on the website and it wasn't there. If I see primer in Turkey, I'll grab it going next Thursday. Oh my gosh, that's soon come around, hasn't it, Morag? Which part of Turkey are you going to again? So I've been to Turkey many, many years ago. Let's just push these out. I'm jealous. I want a holiday so bad. I haven't even got a passport at the moment. It ran out in February. Bloody curls. Right, so Juvia's Place Eye Sculpt Eyeshade Brow Gel in clear, but as you can see, it's a hot mess, because obviously I just go over it when I've got the brow powder on. So let's put all these away now then. Okay, now we need to, no, I was going to say now we need to put some primer on, but I want to put this powder on first. Oh my gosh, Lisa, watch this. And Morag, because you wasn't in my Sunday live. Pan. I remember when I brought it into the project in the first place, that that's expensive project pan, and I'm like, oh, I'll be so happy if I can hit pan for Christmas. Yes, I mean, I'll be happy if I can finish it for Christmas. In a sense, I'll be sad because it's an expensive powder, but I've got another powder in my jellyfish palette, and I want to buy one. I think it's not Dim Infusion. I'm sure that's a blush. Dim Light maybe. Not too sure, but yeah. I tried this bronzer when I wanted quick makeup when I went to the job centre last week, and I don't think I like it. I need to kind of play around with it. So I wore that bronzer there, and then I wore this blush here. Oh, stunning. And then I think I put the highlighter on as well, which was alright, but it's not a kind of wham bam in your face like that is. So that's that. Right, let's put some of this Technique Glow Setter on. It's really, really good, Morag. If you've got a body care and you like dewy makeup, even if you don't like dewy makeup, they've got one that's like the Matte Fix Plus, a more matte version. It stinks though. It's not got a nice it's not got a nice smell. I was looking at Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, £28, not paying that. Let me show you something. I don't know if you was looking at these ones because I've not been on her website for a while. Oh, Charlotte Tilbury here. And I'm not showing you to brag or anything. I'm just saying they're not worth it at all. I like the shades that I've got, but I wouldn't purchase anything else. I feel like you can get dupes. In fact, I think I've got dupes for some of them from Revolution. Remember when that big stink came out with Revolution? Like, the bullets, the literal packaging is like that. What shade is this? Miranda May. That's a really nice summer colour. Ooh. I can't wear it today because I'm wearing green eyeshadow, but that would look good. Maybe, because I haven't used this purple, maybe I should use Sensual instead. I wanted to use this. But I like that lipstick. That would look nice with the purple. We'll see. So that's the base makeup, which I'm really, really liking. Let's get some eyeshadow primer on. I don't think Charlotte Tilbury products in general are worth shouting about. The lipsticks are probably the best thing that I've tried. If I was going to recommend anything, it would be probably those. I tried the powder, and I was so disappointed. I heard great things about it. Basically, the pan is very, very... You can go through it in no time. There's hardly any product in it. And at the time, I had Rimmel, and I still do have Rimmel powder, and that was just as good, if not better. And now they've come out with a number 7 one that is apparently meant to be a dupe of it. So if I wanted that powder again, I'd go and get a number 7 one of it. Right, all that waste let's get my Project Pan palette out. Now I've got a dilemma. I had a vision in mind of the eye look that I was going to do. I was going to keep it neutral on the lids. And then I was going to do the green. We can do that another time, can't we? Or I can just do it by myself and just post it to Instagram, because I've not posted any of these looks to Instagram yet. Last time I posted the Saints, Angels and Sinners palette, where I was wearing quite a lot of looks, they posted them without asking, and that's probably the worst thing they can do for me. All they need to do, I mean, I don't expect money or anything. Oh, there's eyeshadow there, I think. Don't expect money or anything for them to use the post, but I expect them to ask. This is why I've started putting my kind of signature on the pictures. Not that that will stop them, kind of. If they want to use them, they'll use them, right? I'll tell you the shade of this in a minute. I'm just going off on a tangent and putting eyeshadow on. This one is Peach Smoothie. Look at that. That should be done this year as well. I don't know about the rest. I just try and use this as my neutral palette when I've just got an old shimmer palette to work with. But I can also use this Natasha Denona one. Like, this shade is a good neutral, and then this is good for like the outer V, but I don't think I'm going to use that today. Yeah, so I was looking at the menu in the hotel, and I used to go to Frankie and Benny's in the UK when we had it here. And even in Manchester, when I lived in Manchester, and they used to do this really nice, what was it called? Is chicken bacon, lettuce and tomato, like stacked sandwich. I think that's what it was called or something. And you got fries with it, and they did it at the hotel. £16. And then I was reading that if you want your food in your room, if you want room service, you've got to pay a £2 charge for a tray. So if there's two of you, and both trays can't fit on there, you'd have to pay a £4 charge. Well, they've got those trolleys, haven't they? So it'd probably just still be £2. And I'm just like, my God, isn't it bad enough? Like, you've got to pay these ridiculous hotel prices. So that was £16. And apparently, if you came down and just ate in the restaurant, you don't have to pay that charge. Well, I would hope not, wouldn't you? And then they had a burger. Like, I was looking at the burger, just being nosy, not to order anything from there. And I think that was £22. And I'm like, I'd want a steak for that. Right, I'm going to go on with this Colourpop one. I normally use my Revolution palette. Well, this is a little Colourpop sequin shade. And I'd really like to hit pan on this as well. Oh, there's some people outside my window. This happened on Sunday. I think it's just because of the time I'm filming. I don't have any videos at the moment scheduled to go up. Last night was the last one. And I'm only going to put Project Pan videos up now. Shop My Stash videos. All the Get Ready With Me's will be done via lives. I just feel like I like this interaction more. And even afterwards, like, people tend to like it more than they would like to go and watch me just filming it by myself. I feel like people like to see the conversation. So, you know, maybe I should start reading the comments out a little bit more, rather than just saying, oh yeah, yeah, things like that. Because I have a habit of not reading conversation out. Okay, that's a nice little transition. Right, so what are we doing now then? I'll go in with this cooler one, creme brulee, because we're getting to the point, I don't know if you can see it, getting to the point where it's got a dip. I'm surprised these shadows haven't gone bad. I've had them years. And maybe I shouldn't be putting them on my eyeballs, but such is life. You know, I was watching someone earlier and she said, and I know of somebody else as well, she said she just like chucks everything of hers out once it tells her that it's expired. So do you know how eyeshadow palettes give you 12 months? Once it's got to that 12-month shelf life, she'll make a note of it and then she'll just throw it out. And I'm like, my God, if I had to do that with every palette, I'd have no collection left. I live in the UK, Louise. Okay, darker. We need to go darker. I think the best one to go in with is Cocoa Bear, which I've also hit pan in. Let's get a different brush for that. Maybe this Morphe and Jaclyn Hill one. There's not really a lot of eyeshadow palettes I want. I feel like I want one from Gloss Gods. But is that because I want it or the hype around them? Like they do that new neutrals. I've got a feeling that's going to be like the Natasha Denona, I need a nude, so do I really need it? I'm telling myself I don't need it, just like I told myself I didn't need the Mario Ethereal one, because it looks a lot like it. And you only need one palette that looks like it, right? You live near Manchester. I used to live, do you know where Oxford Road train station is? I used to live across road from there in an apartment. I bet you'll know where that is if you live in Manchester. Can't believe you live so close. That's exciting. Can you hear my stomach? If you can, I'm sorry. God. Right, I'm just blending this out. Then I'm going to put glitter glue on. Then I'm going to have to decide what I want to do on the lids. You know, now I know how that coral colour will look on the lips. And because we're in spring, it's not going to go well with green, is it? Tameside. That's South Manchester. Yeah, South Manchester, that, isn't it? Let me just see. Put these two together. Yeah, it would look better with a purple, I think. Okay, let's get some glitter glue on. Look at it. It's really down here. Sparkle Stay W7 Sparkle Stay, not Sparkle Slay, as I've been calling it ever since I was using it. I found it hilarious when Lisa said I can only get Sparkle Stay. Like, it's called Sparkle Stay, oh my gosh. I wish they'd piss off. Oh, it's east, near Denton. I know where Denton is. Not that I've ever been, but I used to work for a company, and we used to send our engineers all over. So crap. So you're a local girl like me. I'm not from Manchester originally. I'm from Lancashire, which isn't that far from Manchester. But I did move to Manchester, and then when my marriage went sour, I moved back to where I was originally from. And it's a good job I did, because like not long after that, I would need to take care of my mother because she got extremely sick. And yeah, things work out for a reason, don't they? I'm a big believer in that. Let's put that. Can you hear them? Let's put the Wayne Goss pencil on and the Ted Baker. So, I've got powder on my tracksuit bottoms. I'm really getting down to it with this, so you'll be able to see, but you can't see Precious Opal anymore. It's a bit blurry, I know. But yeah, I'm doing well with it. Oh my god, I'm just looking at my skin. Like, not close up, because this is close up and I've cracked the mirror. I didn't crack the mirror, it fell onto the floor. It's not like I was looking into it and I cracked the mirror. But I'm looking into it and my skin, and you can see how glowy it is here. And I've not even got highlighter then. So literally you can't see any pores at all. Normally with primer that I put on, you can. I think that foundation though as well does something. Does it say? Medium to full coverage, infused with watermelon extract, apple starch and lentil fruit, specifically formulated for very fair skin, long-lasting transfer proof with a soft, radiant, natural finish. This skin perfecting balm is supercharged with skincare ingredients to cater for your specific skin needs, making it the perfect makeup skincare hybrid. So it's like skincare as well, isn't it? That's probably why my skin looks good and not dehydrated. I really like this. I don't know if it's translating as brown on camera, but it is a brown eyeliner. Let me just get a drink. Thanks, Louise. She's much better now. She doesn't need me to take care of her anymore, and this is why I'm looking for work. Because this girl needs to go back to work. I need a holiday. Right. Okay. So I didn't want to use this shade today. But I feel like it's going to be the best shade for me to use. Well, that shade would have been the best shade for me to use but I've already used it. I used it on Sunday. I don't really want to use it again. So let's go in with Sensual. I've not used that yet. I used that goal orientated, and I did use a bit of Sensual. Saying that looks blue. That's going to translate as blue on my eye when it's purple in the pan. That's not going to go with that lipstick. Right, I'm going to wear the green, and I'll just have to wear a different lipstick. I'll wear that lipstick another time. Maybe I'll put a different Charlotte Tilbury on there. So let's go in with green, and then maybe I can do I don't know, a more neutral Charlotte Tilbury. Ooh. So tomorrow, when I go to the course, I have to get up super early. I mean, I don't feel like it's even worth my time. I mean, obviously I've got to do the course, otherwise I'll get sanctioned by the job centre. And I want to do it, you know, but 9:30 till 12:30. Right, let's plan that out. And then next Tuesday, the last day of the course, it's 1 till 3. It's like, oh my gosh. Could you not just do 9:30 till 12 again? But I've got a feeling they do some kind of teacher training on Tuesdays. And the reason we're not going in on Monday is because it's Bank Holiday Monday next week, isn't it? For us in the UK anyway. I like this green. I don't think I've got a green like this. And this one, I don't think it's a duochrome or anything like that. I think it's a straight up metallic. I mean, look at it. Is that not just pretty? Every time I wear green or even yellow, my mum starts talking about ribbons. So I'll tell you why she starts talking about ribbons. When I was younger, I had this long wavy hair. Not like what I've got now. I've got epilepsy for all you new followers, subscribers. The medication I'm on does this. Most people would be happy, but it's high maintenance, and I'd be happy with straight hair. So anyway, you know, I had this wavy hair. Like I said this in the last live, I'll have to get a photograph. Is there one around? There was one of me and my mum when I was really young, before I got epilepsy. I was diagnosed when I was 10, and I think I would have been about 8 or 9. There is a picture of us, I just need to find out where it is. Anyway, next time I come on a live, I'll have to show you what it looks like. Anyway, about the ribbons. She used to do my hair in these ribbons every single day. Like, she'd match me up to the colour of the dress that I was wearing. And she was going on about it the other night, saying, remember when you used to wear all those ribbons? And like I said, you know, if I wear green eyeshadow or yellow eyeshadow, she's like, oh, a green ribbon would look just lovely with your eyes. Anyway, going off on a tangent talking about that. I feel like I want to just go in with a bit of like depth here. It's a good palette, that. Would I recommend them? Not from what I've heard, no. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to use what I've got. And I'm also not going to sit on here and slag the brand off, because it's hearsay. I'm going off what someone's told me, and I don't know how true it is. Right, I think that's better. Okay, let's tie line. This is a point where sometimes it doesn't go well. Sometimes I poke myself in the eye. Sorry if you don't like this bit. That'll do. So this one is just Ted Baker. It's just a black eyeliner by the looks of it. Mascara, that's the only one I'm using at the moment. It's a 17 Another Level Volume Mascara. Really like it. I would repurchase it, but not straight after this one. What I want to do is I want to try one of the others from the brand. I was going to do that on my brows. Oh my gosh. I need saving. Somebody come and save me from myself. I keep thinking, should I get one of those primers? But then I think, well, I don't really need it, especially not with this mascara. Thank you, Morag. I just felt green, like, I mean, I could have used, I want to say Unearthly. It's not the Unearthly palette I've got by Beauty Bay. Is it the Wilderness? I'm sure that's what it's called. I could have used that palette, or I could have used my Glam Shop one, but I didn't want to put green in the crease. So, you know, I wanted to keep it pretty neutral and just do a very simplistic eye. Let's put a bit of this on with a finger. So Possessive. Yeah, it just feels quite chunky, and it just feels like a straight up metallic. It's not shifting, is it? So not like the other ones. But that's okay. You don't have to have a full palette full of shifty shades, because if you did, it would be expensive. Right, I'm going to keep this brown here. So I didn't wear any makeup on Monday to class. I don't think I'm going to wear any all week, because I just don't have time. Like in the morning, I'm making my breakfast. And yeah, I'll just continue to do that. Do what I need to do before I have to leave. On Thursday, I have to make sure I come back really quick, because I've got an engineer dropping off like a humidifier. There was this great big horrible leak from next door upstairs, and my flat is a mess. You know, he had to scrape all the paper off the bathroom. It stinks in there, and he's dropping a humidifier off, and until like it's all kind of like the stench is gone, the decorator won't be able to come back. So that's going to be on Thursday. So I'm probably going to be stuck like that for another 2 weeks. And then hopefully the decorator will be able to come back and sort it out. Right, we need to do something for the inner corner, don't we? Do you think any of these will go with that green? Or do you think they're too dark? I think maybe most of them might be too dark. I thought peach. I don't know whether to just do a highlighter. Did I bring a golden highlighter in? I don't think so. But there is one in that palette, isn't it? Oh, I know what I could do. I could do the Michaela one and make it really shiny in the inner corners. Let's bring that, because that's in here as well. I feel like that peach would have been too dark. Oh my god, I live in a ground floor flat and I had a leak coming from flat upstairs. Nightmare plasterers came today. Like, when they went upstairs, Louise, could they get in to your neighbours? Because, like, when they went upstairs to my neighbours, it took them 3 days to get in there. So they were delayed. Like, I mean, like, when I say it took them 3 days to get in there, I'm talking about the plumber, you know. So it took them 3 days to get in there. And then, obviously, I rung the housing association that I'm with, and they basically said, well, even when it's sorted, and you've got the humidifier, like, basically a decorator might not be able to come out straight away. And I said, what? I said, it's classed as an emergency. Why wouldn't he be able to come out straight away? And they said, well, his calendar's full. And I said, well, I got an appointment within 2 days last time. And she said, well, he could have had cancellations. And I'm like, well, it needs sorting out. How long am I supposed to live like this? Every time I talk about it, like, my voice goes up 10 octaves. So if I'm sounding a bit frustrated, that's because I am. Right, so we've got these two here. First of all, I'm going to go in with the lightest. This has got a green shift. Would it be better to go in with this, do you think? Blinding? Maybe. I'm asking you, and I'm just doing it. So you're probably thinking, why are you asking? That's mad though, isn't it? How we both had kind of leaks from upstairs. Ooh, that's pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. These eyeshadows as well, guys, they make brilliant eyeshadows. These highlighters actually make brilliant eyeshadows as well. This one makes a good eyeshadow just because it's so pigmented. I'll show it to you in a second. Took them a year to find out where the leak was from. My goodness, a year? No, mine was coming from their toilets, down my wall. And literally, like, above the wall, like, what ceiling level, there was something growing out of it. And he came, the decorator, I went, what's that up there? And he said, that, my dear, is a mushroom. And I'm like, what? So this one, it just disgusted me, you know, because it wasn't my fault. And this is what I was saying to the housing association. I said, it's not my fault. You need to get someone out as soon as you can to fix it. It looks like, it doesn't even look like, do you know when you move in or before you move in? Because it's always decorated, isn't it? So it doesn't even look like that. But this one here, are you kidding me? This one is more pigmented than the rest. And I obviously can't use this on my first skin. So I use that as an eyeshadow, and it's really, really nice. These two, though, make either a good eyeshadow or highlighter. I mean, I'm not her biggest fan, you know, but I do like this product, and I don't like the palette. I don't like... Let me show you. Don't like this palette of hers. So, what I don't like, first thing I don't like is the fact that it's velour and it attracts everything. So that's why I keep it in the outer packaging it came with. First point. I don't like the ABH ones for the exact same reason. And then we've got it. I mean, if you like greens, it's beautiful. You can do a neutral look with Aspire here and Teddy here. And this shade here, the Butterfly, is beautiful as well. It's that blue-brown shade. But I've got that in a lot of my palettes. I don't need to be keeping it. But also, I don't want to get rid of it because it was quite expensive. I got it from Beauty Boxes by Tammy in the UK. So, yeah, I mean, that's the look she did. And she's done a beautiful look. I do feel like her looks are kind of a bit in your face. They're almost like, gosh, I hope I don't get hurt saying this. They're almost to me like a bit like drag queen-esque. And I don't do that for me. This is kind of what I do. Like I like it a bit, you know, a bit dark in the outer V there. Bit of a neutral colour, and then just like deepen it out a bit, and then the lid, and then in the corner. That's as far as I go. I couldn't walk around it like that, for instance. Beautiful on her, and I know she does a lot of looks like that, but for me personally, no, it's a no-go. Oh, thank you, Morag, for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. And yes, we'll speak soon. If, obviously, we don't, have a fantastic holiday. What are we doing for lips? Well, let's get this high-end. I shouldn't even be using these because I should be using my Project Pan, my Lip Service Project Pan, but because you was looking at Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, you've got me kind of wondering what I can use with this look. Glastonbury, that's way too dark. Look at that. Oh, it's still alright. Oh, this Huda Beauty one. It's a bit dark, isn't it? I think I'm going to need something really neutral. Tell Laura. Oh, it's red though. I think that's the one. Right, so I'll go through the rest of them. Tell Laura. What's this? What? Cover Star. This is the one that Amy got me, and this is really, really light. I can make it work with a lip liner, but yeah, we won't be wearing that today. That's my newest one. Velvet Underground. Doesn't look too bad. 1975 red. Also a contender. I mean, there's not much difference between that and Tell Laura. I think that's Miranda May, which we said no to. Stoned Rose. That's quite nice. I used to wear that for blush at one point, but stopped. Lush Cherry. I don't know where my not Velvet Teddy, my other shade is. Pillow Talk. I don't know where that is. Anyway, I think we're going to use this one. Did you guess? When I got it out and put it up to the lips. Tell Laura. This used to be a favourite. Last summer and the summer before, I was always wearing this with green looks. Isn't it nice? Let me just have a look. I think I need just a tiny bit in. I really like it. I really like the way it's turned out. I know it's not the lipstick that I wanted to use, but it's just as nice. You're so real, like the girl next door. Oh, thank you, Louise. I try to be. I created this channel to basically give people my opinions. Like, you don't have to take it, you know, but I try and like buy, like in the past I bought stuff so that people can understand if it's suitable for their skin tone and things like that, and what I think of the eyeshadow palette. And like I said, this eyeshadow palette is nice. I would never say to someone who wanted to go out and get it, I don't even think they do it anymore, not to, because it is a beautiful eyeshadow palette. It's just the brand to me, what I've heard, you know, I just wouldn't get any more from them. I do have, I think, one more eyeshadow palette by them, which I'll probably bring into the next Shop My Stash. But yeah, I mean, all you'll get on this channel is honesty. And even if I got sent things like for review, which I have in the past, I would never say, oh, it's so good. If I don't feel like it's a good product, I would never kind of like say it's so good and you need it. Because a lot of the times you don't need things. Like with this especially, I bet you could find dupes for this in your collection. And I'm all about the duping side of things at the moment because of my no-buy. I can't believe it's been 6 months nearly. I think it'll be 6 months on the 17th of May. So, yeah, I'll be doing a video then saying it's been 6 months. Thank you, Lisa. I think it's nice. I'm happy with it. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to make something to eat now. I'm really hungry. And I don't know if I'm going to do a live on Saturday. I might do. I might do kind of a That's Expensive live with all my products, because I haven't done that yet. And then on Sunday, it'll be another Second Chance Sunday, probably with another one of Soph's palettes, just to decide whether I need them in the collection. Yeah, I think that's the itinerary. Lost for words now. All talked out. So I'm going to let you all go. Thank you for joining me. And I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.